been a while since an update, and I'm also going to be putting this on YouTube, even though I'm on the process of going mostly to this other channel that I have mentioned. Let's start with books, because as you know, I like to read books and give you guys a review, so you go know whether or not to get the book or if you're going to be interested, because learning is, awesome. The problem is that the book I was reading, Among Us by Dr. Jacobs, I think it was called Among Us, it disappeared. It just completely disappeared. We rearranged the house, we cleaned, we scraped, we looked behind things. I don't know if it got left behind at the last convention I worked. I don't know if it was stolen, borrowed, flew away, grew legs, walked, turned into a chicken. I just don't know. So for now, I have to stop reading the book, even though it was quite intriguing. I'm going to be reading this book that I had gotten. Now, I have read this book many years ago. Many, many years ago, I read this book. And I actually still remember some of the data. Data? Like symbol Android? A review is always good, but I can go ahead and tell you that this is a very intriguing book. It is discussing how descriptions of angels, I mean the glow bright kind, okay, the kind that glows and visits you and stuff, how descriptions of how they are matches very closely to a lot of physics theorem. So if you're interested in how hard science backs up things like this, of course it could be that angels, photons and stuff are being mistaken for angels. That's for you to decide at this time in human development. Then this is a good book. And it was a good read, too. It wasn't boring. It wasn't too dry. So this is what I'm going to be rereading. And it shouldn't take me long. It's not a very thick book. I just got to be able to clear a day where I won't be bothered to do it. So that's what's happening with the book reviews. It would be nice if I could find my book that I was reading. But one thing at a time. And of course, I'm still slowly chewing through this. And I had actually been ignoring it lately for other things. And then I was in the kitchen, which is next to that library you've seen me record at sometimes. And the book tossed itself off the shelf halfway across the room. And I was like, okay, I get it. Because I got sucked into doing art, is what it is. I get sucked into doing art, and when I do get sucked into doing art, there's no getting me out of it. I mean, it's just the way it is, which is probably one reason why spirits will come to me for portraits on occasion, because when I'm doing art, it's the best time to connect to me. I'm pretty much in a meditative state. Physics of Angels, Matthew Fox, Rupert Sheldrake. I can already recommend it, but I'm going to be reviewing it, and if I come across any interesting spots, I'll do a quick review read. Obviously not to the point of plagiarism, it's so much as just letting you know, hey, this book's a good book, because reviews are covered by law. Yay! I want to talk a little bit about the astral realm tonight. There are people out there, and I see their talk, and they deal in astral realm to do stuff and handle things. And it's not just them. I mean, I observe a lot of people, okay, because I float around and looking for information, and then you come across stuff where people are talking, and you observe these things. The more they deal with the astral realm, the more trouble they find, the more encounters they get into, the more demons and angsty spirits and stuff, and they're doing it on a capacity that I and the group that I was hanging out with were doing it when I was like all of 15 years old. And they act like this is this magnificent thing, which we thought when I was 15 years old, it was like this big adventure. Lord of the Rings, Gandalf was going to pop out of the bushes at any point in time and take me on a wild adventure, yada, yada, yada. And so there's something about the astral realm that I think people are not quite getting. Okay, first off, let's discuss what astral actually is. It's kind of an in-between place. You can reach it mentally. If you have the right technology, you can reach it physically, but that's actually dangerous unless you are already something like this and built that way. I think of it as a peanut butter layer, and the reason why is because when I was younger, I used to watch Headbangers Ball, and Iggy Pop was playing with peanut butter. He's like, it's form free, and that stuck with me. That image stuck with me, and that's the astral realm to me. It's this big peanut butter layer, but it's actually it's even more malleable than peanut butter. You can squish it, you can play it, but you can also reform it and shape it and change its molecules, and it's just this completely malleable space. You can put energy into it and expand it. You can take energy away from it. But understand that energy doesn't disappear, dissipate, it just changes. So that's the astral realm. It's complete energy. And it is located in different layers, and there's different astral realms, believe it or not. But the main one that people go to is kind of like a dream realm. And that's the one we're going to be talking about. When a movie presents somebody in the dream realm and they completely take control of their dreams, like The Matrix or something, because that's pretty much what the astral realm is. It's like a Matrix, except more form-free. They have learned to control the energy to the extent that that is completely subconscious. Kind of like when you learn to walk. You have to make an effort at it, and then now when you walk, if you're able to walk, it's not something you necessarily have to think about it. You can walk and chew gum if you're really good at it. Is anyone familiar with the research from Dr. Emoto about how the shape of water will actually mirror our thoughts, words, actions? They have to be, I don't know if they have to be like things we actually energetically put out, like saying, I love you. But if you're not familiar with it, you're looking for the work by Dr. Emoto, E-M-O-T-O. And I've got the article right in front of me. Water mirrors our thoughts, actions, and spoken word. The article is written by Laura Serrano. It's got some really pretty pictures, and it's talking about how feng shui, by definition, means wind and water. Look that up if you're not familiar with that. But knowing that will help you understand the astral realm, because the astral realm is exactly the same way. It mirrors your thoughts, your wishes, your dreams, and even your actions. So you go into the astral realm with negative intent of any form, it's going to bounce it right back to you. It is a form-free water molecule of power. It might even be water for all we know. But if you're going to astral looking for trouble, it's going to bring trouble to you. So I see a lot of people over the years, and God knows I used to be one of those people, so I'm not putting them down. I mean, it was a wild ride when I was 15. And they're going out, well, I'm going to go defeat this demon. Well, you're going to come across a demon. It's going to come to you. The demon's probably minding his own damn business, and he finally finds himself confronted by 5 people who are astrally making themselves look like D&D characters to have a fight. And yes, that's exactly what we used to do. Poor demon. Probably he was thinking of lunch. Well, he was thinking of lunch, and there you are. So the more you go to astral looking for trouble, the more trouble you're going to find, which means that more and more trouble is going to begin manifesting, not necessarily just on astral. Whenever you cast spell work or a prayer or any sort of wish, part of you is going to actually touch the great energy space, which overlaps astral enormously. And you're going to draw from it. So then you're going to start pulling it into your daily life. Now, this isn't to say that you shouldn't be ready to confront something that actually happens to come along. You do have to be ready to confront things. If you are in the business of helping people who have allowed those things in their life and they don't know what to do, you've got to be ready to confront them. If you are a demonologist or a demonolotrist, wrong book, demonolotrist, then, you're probably going to run across things. But if you go into a wish-layered realm that is, this entire function responds to your thoughts like water, thinking, I'm looking for trouble, even though you are responding to someone's cry for help, you're going to find trouble. 99% chance that at some point, even if it's through the power of synchronicity, you're going to find trouble. But like any tool or environment, rather, because it's an environment, there are things that live completely in the astral realm, and that is their home. This place is it's a place, okay? And that's another thing people don't seem to understand. It is a place that you can go. Yes, you're going with your mind for the most part. But if you're actually reaching astral, then you're really going to a place. That is the thing about humankind, and people forget, is that we are more powerful than some things would like us to believe, and one of our most sacred powers is the ability to fly forth. And so you go to this place. This other place is home. There are things that live there. They've got abodes there. They've got corners. And they're really good at hiding from you, incidentally. If they don't want you to find them, well, they're better at manipulating the place than you're going to be. But you're going to this place, and you're tampering with another environment. It's much like, I don't know, if somebody comes to your home and they decide they don't like how you do the dishes, so they take over your kitchen. You have to have respect for the environment and respect for the denizens, whether you perceive them as white or black. If you don't have respect when you go to the astral realm, well, your lack of respect is going to get brought back to you. So understand that the astral is more than just a place to go have martial arts fights. It's a place to manifest everything. And it is a place to take care of everything. Or if you're just asking for trouble. And I know I probably did a terrible job. Someone said on my other channel that I sound like the crazy lady at the bus stop. Well, I might be that crazy lady at the bus stop. Just remember one thing when it comes to astral. It is the realm of wishes. You're going in there and you don't have to say, I wish. Your heart is going there with you. You're a human, you're a sentient, you're a feeling being. No matter what body you're wearing at this time, your heart is always going to go with you. Because astral is going to listen to your heart before it listens to your head. It's like the fight between the subconscious and the conscious. Well, astral is almost completely 100% a subconscious ruled state. Because astral is pure power. And it's going to manifest somehow. Physically, it's usually going to do it through synchronicity. But I'm noticing that the more people go to astral looking for these fights, the more they're finding these fights. And there's a reason for that. Much like the Kung Fu master who knows when to choose their battles and knows how to approach and when to strike, that's the approach you've got to take to astral. And I've probably over-explained, so I'm going to stop now. Just remember, Physics of Angels. Physics of Angels. Good books. I'm going to reread it. And now it's time for a segment of retarded replies on my channel.
Wow, what about cleaning the shithole of a place you call a home? What a filth on the carpet, oh my god! You renting, well, look around how you live. And yes, travelers are fake, but the mess around you isn't.
So, whatever houses flow. My happy home is happy, and sometimes it's messy, and that's usually when I'm working, which means that I am productive and creative. And even when it's at its worst, it's still cleaner than your shitty-ass attitude.